I'm just here to serve and come as my authentic self, and whatever that cultivates is fine with me. Peace and love, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ayala, and today I am back with another video. And I am actually repurposing this content right here. I recorded this maybe like 3 months ago, and I just decided to use it. I just didn't know what type of voiceover I wanted to do with it. But in this video, we are going to be talking about people pleasing and how you can identify if you are a people pleaser and how to get out of that habit of always trying to cater to others. So before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So I wrote down a list of things that might indicate if you are a people pleaser. So one of the things is difficulty saying no. So if you're someone that often finds it hard to decline somebody's request, even if it's unreasonable or inconvenient for you, that's automatically a people pleaser. Something else that a people pleaser does is they have fear of conflict. So they'll go out their way to avoid a disagreement or a confrontation, even if it means compromising their own needs. And honestly, I did that a lot. I would try to avoid conflict. I would have fear of conflict. And I think that was just a trauma thing for me, because in past relationships, when there was conflict, it didn't end very well. There were always explosive emotions instead of something just being able to be handled in a more efficient way, I would say. Something else I would say is people pleasing is seeking validation. So relying on someone heavily to approve you or praise you or make you feel good about yourself. That's definitely people pleasing. Overcommitting, you frequently take more tasks or responsibilities than you can handle because you don't want to disappoint others. The list can literally go on and on and on and on. But I really want to touch bases on how you can stop being a people pleaser. So, one of the reasons you can stop being a people pleaser by doing is recognizing your own patterns. So we need to start acknowledging that we have a tendency to people please first and identify where the situations are happening. So we have to first go within and figure out why we're people pleasing, acknowledge why we're people pleasing, accept that we're people pleasing, and then figure out what the root of the people pleasing is. And that's what it means to be able to identify the tendency that you have. So, what I mean by figuring out what the root is figuring out where it started, where it stems from, where it grows from, where it sources from, figuring out that root. And that could be something, a situation could have happened when you were younger, that traumatized you, and now you don't even know that you act in these certain ways because of the trauma. It's just not naturally how you respond to certain things. So I would definitely say the start to even being able to stop people pleasing is to be able to get to the root of all of your people pleasing tendencies. And something else that I suggest is also setting some clear boundaries with people. You need to be able to define what is acceptable, what you will accept, what you will not accept, what your negotiables are, what your non negotiables are, and what is not in your interactions with others, what you don't want to be in your interactions with others. Because we have to remember that we are in control and we have a choice to accept the type of behavior that I guess comes in our energy field. So if there's something that maybe is a non-negotiable for you, or there's something that doesn't resonate with you or is unacceptable to you, you don't have to accept it. A lot of people actually choose to accept the things that actually don't resonate with them, because people actually have a fear of elevating, people have a fear of growing, people have a fear of something new, people get comfortable in toxicity, or people get comfortable in just their own ways. And I think that that's a huge thing, is to have some some definition when it comes to what you're accepting and what you're not accepting, and then also communicating these boundaries in a respectful way. So, being able to communicate to somebody your needs, your values, your wants, or maybe it's an expression or an emotion, or they made you feel a certain way, you should be able to communicate to them and set boundaries without it feeling uncomfortable, without it feeling like you can't fully express yourself, or without feeling like you have to suppress your feelings for the sake of someone else's feelings. That's people pleasing. So you have to be able to communicate those boundaries and communicate it in a very respectful way. Something else that I would say is being able to say no. Like, we need to practice declining people's requests that are unreasonable, first of all, and that don't fulfill us, or that don't contribute to what we feel is evolution or a part of how we want to interact in our world, because we create our own environment outside of us, and we have to understand that. So we have to be able to say no. Like, it's one thing that I practice is like listening to my first mind. And when I listen to my first mind, I'm right every single time. You know how people be like, oh, I should have went with my first mind, or I knew it, or that was my intuition. Like, you better trust that. Like, you better start trusting your intuition, because that's a power that you have that you need to use, especially if you're a woman. Like, our feminine energy really taps into those things. So definitely prioritize saying no. Prioritize saying no. Something else I think that can really help with stopping the people pleasing tendencies is accepting discomfort and understanding that it's okay to feel uncomfortable when you stop people pleasing. The discomfort will actually lessen over time, and we need to feel discomfort. Like, it's not always going to be comfortable. We shouldn't always be comfortable. Honestly, we never should get too comfortable, because life is about change. Life is about growth. Life is about evolving. Things are never going to stay the same. Everything is, this is why it's important to also focus on the present moment, because you don't ever get a moment back. You don't ever get a moment back. So when you're in a moment, enjoy the moments. You hear me? Enjoy the moments. Honestly, the hardest things to do in life that will actually help you grow will make you uncomfortable. That's just a part of the journey. And the people who actually succeed are the ones who practice being uncomfortable, who are okay and can still be able to operate in discomfort. Really important. And I think the last thing that I feel will really, really help is being able to recognize when you're putting your feelings first and when you're putting someone else's feelings before yours. I feel like that's something that many, many people do, is consider others more than they consider themselves. And it should definitely be the other way around. We have to always make sure that we're taken care of first. It's not wrong to be selfish sometimes. There's different ways that you can be selfish, and when it's prioritizing you, your mental health and your well-being, it's okay to be selfish in that way. So I think it's really important to make sure that you are valuing your emotions, your feelings, and validating those things and recognizing those things first before you try to go and fill up others' cups. So, yeah, that's a little bit about how you can stop people pleasing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out some of my other videos. I did a video on how to build your confidence, how to find peace, some other things on depression. Just go ahead and check it out. And yeah, see y'all in the next video. Peace and blessings. I could blame it on the physical.
I could blame it on your lips, your touch, your kiss, you know, real traditional. But your love's too original. You were anything but conventional. Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't fall back, knew I'd always crawl back. Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me.